Welcome to this beautiful light-filled living room. What we did here from when I first arrived was we actually had blue trim, believe it or not, on the windowsills. We had wallpaper. The fireplace had the original red brick, so that was also painted a dark gray to blend in, and just painting the whole house the same color, ceiling, walls, even the trim has a different gloss. Actually just made it look so spacious, so calming. All the natural light because it's a corner. Really a big difference. The buyers do not like wallpaper and they have a fear of wallpaper. So by removing that, you're removing a lot of hesitation from buyers even coming in to look at the property. So mission was accomplished in this room. What they also did was that we did decide to go ahead and hire a stager. Lucy from Bungalow Homes, that we've been working with for over a decade, came in. We did want to keep within budget, so there are options, and some of the things that we did here was that we kept the owner's dining room table and chairs. We did keep the bed that's on their first floor bedroom, just to keep the cost down of the staging. There's so many things to love about this house. It is a corner property on an oversized lot, so we do have a lot of natural light. There were a lot of curtains that were blocking the light and the view, so that had to come off. Again, the blue trim on the windows went away. We painted that white, and we removed the wallpaper that made the room very dated. This is my favorite light fixture of all the light fixtures that we changed in the house. The beauty is that our stager actually gives us 2 or 3 options. We can go right on Amazon, order it, it gets delivered, our contractor puts them up, and this is the finished look. And by the way, beautiful fixtures and all within budget. This little entryway, you actually have 2 sets of stairs. So the house had a lot of charm. And another thing that right now is big is all these archways, which we love. So just kind of playing into the architect of the house was also key, exposing all the hardwood floors. We did not refinish them. Someone can come in and still choose to refinish them a different color. This is the bonus why a lot of the buyers love to have a primary bedroom on the first floor. And so here there was a lot of wallpaper that was removed as well. We put a new light fixture, very simple but really chic. I love it. It is a very expensive job to renovate a full bathroom. So all we did here was just by removing the wallpaper, changing the light fixture over the sink. It is neutral, and we left the bathroom in its original state. It is functional, it is clean, and now the buyer can go ahead and use it this way, or they can decide to upgrade it. Talk about the kitchen. Yes, it's the kitchen. If you know me, that's the big joke. Do not tell me this is the kitchen. I know it's the kitchen, but the buyers really pay a lot of attention to kitchens, right? So this kitchen had a really old dishwasher that really wasn't functioning. The hood over the stove did not match. I don't even remember, it was a really old stove. The refrigerator was already here, so that was a stainless steel piece, so we went with the stainless steel look. Here would be your microwave, but we didn't want to spend any more money. We're trying to stay within budget. So we can leave this for the new buyer to decide what they want to use that space for. We do love that it's wood cabinets. We could have painted them. However, the buyer might decide to replace them, or might decide they want them white or gray or blue, so they could add handles. So we left that for them, a little project for them. We did not touch the floor. Again, depending on what the buyer's going to do, it's not worth investing that money. So, but one thing that really dated this kitchen besides the wallpaper was the light fixtures, and it was those long, ugly light fixtures. And these were very simple, affordable. We were able to replace the other ones very easy. So those are the things that made a difference. Removing the wallpaper, painting the room, changing a couple of the appliances, changing the light fixtures. Obviously we brought in staging. It always makes it look so beautiful. That's it. That's all that had to be done to this room. So who doesn't like this little bonus room? A lot of people were talking about doing it as a breezeway, as doing it as a mud room. You have access to the driveway and the garage. You can come right into the kitchen, or you can go to the yard. Has a beautiful new light fixture. Again, something really simple, just like paint and light fixtures, changes the entire look and feel of the house. Then sometimes we also will make recommendations outside, and here power washing the house that has brand new vinyl siding made a big difference, as well as power washing the deck. Now there's always surprises that come along when you're selling the house, so let's talk about that as well. In this case, what we ended up having to do that was not part of our initial budget was that we did install the handrails and just the guardrails here because we were concerned with safety. We do have people coming in and out during the showings and the open house, but that was added by the contractor that did the work inside, and beautiful. And now the new buyer has a beautiful yard, beautiful deck, and safety rails. Welcome to the second floor of this house. It has 2 more bedrooms and a full bath. This is great because it gives you a lot of additional living space. One of the things that we did was we removed all the wallpaper, everything that was upstairs. There was a lot of clutter here. We just removed everything, painted, and showed the natural light in the space, and did change the light fixtures as well in the bedrooms. Notice in this bathroom, just removing the wallpaper and painting it, again, the same color as the rest of the house, because this is the way that we keep the cost down. Makes a huge difference. So you have that bathroom with the 2 bedrooms up here. This is a super spacious bedroom, and all we wanted to do was clean it up and highlight the size of the bedroom and all the natural light. It's a corner house, which is great because it does get tons of natural light. When I first met with the owner of the house and we walked through, we talked about all the different options because there's different scenarios that we discussed with their goals in mind. One of the things that we discussed was that we would sell the house as is. But what does that really mean? Anything that was obvious to us, we were able to disclose that to the buyers and negotiate the offer based on that. However, there are sometimes things that come up that there's no way for us to know, like the chimney in this case. The chimney had not been used, the fireplace had not been used in over 30 years of their ownership, and it was in really bad disrepair. So we definitely had to negotiate. We did get a contractor out here immediately and negotiated with the buyers, and everything went smooth and back on track. But anything that's obvious, we try to disclose that up front. In this case, it was some electrical things that were very obvious that would need to be upgraded. So again, the experience of the agent that you hire is able to do these things so that that transaction does not fall apart during the inspection negotiations.